Allah Azza wa Jal listens to any person who calls upon Him. Yani from all the months that we have in the year, starting with Muharram to Zil Hajj, the best month which Allah has chosen for the moment is the month of Ramadan. And similarly, from all the days of the week, every single day has its own merit. We can't say that the other days do not mean anything. Allah has given each day its own merit. But Allah has chosen the night of Friday, yani Thursday night, and the day of Friday, one of those days and nights in which those people who want Allah to listen to them, then Allah says, in these blessed times, if you call upon me, then I will listen to all of your hajat.
MashaAllah.
So as a mu'min, as a believer of Ali ibn Abi Talib, we have certain responsibilities upon our shoulders. Now Amir al-Mu'mineen Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salatu wassalam was asked, Ya Mawla, Ya Ali, what is our value as a mu'min? Now every single person sitting here, you all place value on those things which are materialistic. Yani there is a value of your clothes, there is a value of the watch which you are wearing, there is a value to the ring which you have, there is a value to the car that you have, your home, your land. Every single thing that you own in this dunya, you place a value on that. Yani you know how much that is worth. For example, if someone has the latest iPhone, and I say to him that I will give you £20 for that iPhone, what will he do? He will laugh. He will say, Maulana, this is more than £1,500 phone, and you are offering me £20 for this phone? You do not understand the value of this phone. Similarly, we have gathered here in Anjuman Haideria on the eve of Friday. We need to understand, as believers of Muhammad and Ali Muhammad, as lovers of Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salatu wassalam, what is the value of our lives? What is the value of our lives? And that is the responsibility of every single parent, that they tell their children, they teach their children the value of themselves. Now in our society you see, there are many people who are surrounded by tragedies, by musibat. And mashallah, in Bradford alone, every single household is affected with jinnat. This is a reality, whether they are affected or not. But every single person thinks, if the son is being bad at school, Maulana Taweez hogi. If the son is not listening to them, Maulana, someone has done Taweez. If the wife is not listening to them, Maulana, someone has done Taweez. Yani we as humans, we are programmed to blame someone else. We never take responsibility of ourselves. You have been given the gift of Iman. You have been given the gift of Tawheed. You have been given the gift of Risalat. You have been given the gift of Imamat and the Wilayat of Ahlul Bayt. The least thing that you can do is try to understand the value of Tawheed, of Risalat, of Imamat. Now coming back to the mobile phone, the reason why I give examples is because I want the children and the youngsters to understand Deen of Islam is not complicated. We make it complicated for ourselves. And mashallah, some of our ulama, they are such that instead of helping someone, they scare someone even more. Yani, if you start with the line, if you do not read namaz, you will go into Jahannam. There is always a way to do tabligh. And who are we going to take this lesson from? From Ahlul Bayt alayhi salatu wasalam. Teach your children with love. Give them the respect that they deserve. Why? Because Imam Jafar as-Sadiq alayhi salatu wasalam, Mawla says that love children more because they have done less sins than you. And then Mawla says to the children that love your elders more because they have done more good deeds than you. Now, if this is the approach that we take, then inshallah together we can change our society and our community. So we need to understand what is our value. Now when Mawla was asked, Ya Amir al-Mu'mineen, what is the value of a mu'min? Mawla says that the value of a mu'min is this, that the least qeemat that you can get for the iman and the vilayat and muhabbat of Ahlul Bayt, yani the less payment that Allah will give you, or that you can have for yourself, for the tawheed that you have, for the risalat that you possess, and for the imamat that you have, yani tawheed, risalat, imamat, yani la ilaha illallah, the kalma that you recite, your Mawla is saying that the least value that Allah will give a moment is no less than Jannah.
Subhanallah. Haideria.
The least value of you is paradise, is Jannah. So what can we say in regards to those people that for plots of land, gold, silver and money, they sell their iman? The Mawla is saying the value of you, the least that you can get. For example, if you go to get your phone value and someone says that the least value of this phone is £100. What does that mean? Yani not to sell that phone less than 100. And whatever above you get, that is bonus for you. Your Mawla is saying that the least value of a mu'min is Jannah. So why sell yourself for this dunya? This dunya is going to remain here. People have come, people have gone. We have gathered to remember Sayyid Shabbir Shah. Few weeks ago, few months ago, few years ago, he was here. He was sitting amongst you. He was remembering Muhammad and Ali Muhammad alayhi salatu was salam with you. Today, where is he? He is in the grave. Mawla was asked, what is this dunya? Mawla says that this dunya is a place in which you can socialize. And then Mawla was asked, what is qabr? Mawla says, qabr is that place where you are left all alone. This is a reality that we need to understand. Look at the situation of Parachinar. People say that, why is it that you keep remembering Palestine and Gaza and Parachinar and Quetta? The reason is, my brothers and my sisters who are listening, my mothers and my fathers, all of you that you are present here today, the reality of the world is that the world around us is changing. In this difficult time, we need to protect the gift which Allah has given us. Coming back to the first point that I said, the gift from Allah Azza wa Jal is the vilayat of Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam. in our centers, in our masajid, in our imam bargahs. We need to hold gatherings in which we can explain to our youngsters the value of the wilayat of Ali ibn Abi Talib.
Nara Haideria. MashaAllah.
Because, and I have always said this, the reason why our youngsters are moving away from deen is because we are not making the effort to teach them. Why is it that on the eve of Jummah and on the day of Jummah you see certain masajid which are full? Roads are closed outside for several hours. Why? Because people say the Muslims are praying. Why is it that when the day of Friday comes, instead of us moving towards Allah Azza wa Jal, why is it that we are moving away from Allah Azza wa Jal? Isn't this something that we need to question ourselves? It is my responsibility as a student of the religion of Muhammad and Ali Muhammad to bring the message of Ahlul Bayt to you. But then it is your responsibility to spread that message in your house. The love and the wilayat of Ahlul Bayt does not only start when you enter the door of the Imam Bargah. It doesn't finish when you exit through the gates of the Imam Bargah. If that what was wilayat, then every single person would remain in masajid. Because the Holy Prophet said the best way to leave this dunya is with the love of Ahlul Bayt alayhi salatu wassalam.
MashaAllah.
So if the love of Ahlul Bayt is only when you are in the Imam Bargah, then if you die outside of the Imam Bargah, does that mean that you have gone without the wilayat of Ahlul Bayt? Our iman is this, that any person who dies with the love of Ahlul Bayt dies as a shaheed. Mata hubbe Ali Muhammad, mata shaheeda. He dies as a shaheed. Why? Because he has love of Ahlul Bayt. And with love, as I said, comes responsibility. The Imams were always asked by the Shia, Ya Mawla, how can we tell people that we are Shia? You see certain people in every community. Those that are doing tabligh, they want to wear big hats. Those that want to show the world that we are big ibadat guzar, you always see them rolling the tasbih. And when you ask them, what are you reading? Allah ka zikr ho raha. Which zikr? That ibadat that you do to show other people is not accepted by Allah Azza wa Jalla. But Mawla says Allah likes that ibadat that you do when you are alone. If you do not commit any guna in public, then what sort of person are you if you commit guna when you are all alone? Is there a place in this dunya that Allah Azza wa Jal cannot see you? Sometimes the reality is that we need to educate ourselves as well as our children. To be known as a follower of Ali ibn Abi Talib. To be known as that Shia who has the love of Ahlul Bayt. Then his life should be according to the teachings of Ahlul Bayt. The way he walks, the way he speaks, the way he deals with other people, the way he deals with his friends, his family. And this is where the love of Ahlul Bayt plays a role in our lives. The day which has passed was the 15th of Rajab. A day in which we remember, we commemorate the martyrdom, the shahadat of Sayyidah Zainab Salamullah alayha. Can we have a loud salam? A big role in how we see Karbala today. We need to still understand Karbala. From Adam to Safar, the end of Rabiul Awwal. More than 2 months and 10 days we commemorate, we remember Karbala. But what have we taken from Karbala? What lessons have we learnt from Karbala? Doesn't it amaze you that my life, 39 years of my life, I have been attending the Majlis, the Ashra of Aba Abdullah al-Hussein. Let's take 15 years out of that, in which you can say that I was a child. The remaining time that we have, what have we learned from Karbala? If we question our children, what is Muharram? Muharram doesn't only mean the Azadari of Aba Abdullah al-Hussein. Even though the Azadari has such a high status that you can't compare Azadari of Imam Hussein with anything else. And those that do, they are fools. Because Azadari of Imam Hussein is Azim Ibadat. The reason why I'm clarifying this, because afterwards people think Maulana is stopping people from Azadari. No. Azadari is Azim Ibadat. But tell me, when you hit your chest and say Ya Hussein, your chest goes red. You feel that. People hear that. Enter your heart. If the Azadari of Imam Hussein does not change your life, then who are you commemorating? Allahu Akbar. Sayyidah Zainab Salamullah alayha, she is that blessed personality. She is known by the title Saniye Zahra Salamullah alayha. Saniye Zahra Salamullah alayha. Look at the life of Sayyidah Fatima Zahra Salamullah alayha. Can we have a loud salawat please? Look at the life of Sayyidah. She has shown the world how it is to live a life of a mother. Bibi Fatima Zahra. The world how it is to live a life as a daughter. She has shown the world how it is to live a life of a wife. And if these three things our mothers learn from Sayyidah Fatima Zahra Salamullah alayha. But why is it that Sayyidah Zainab is known as Saniya Zahra Salamullah alayha? Fatima teaches how to be a mother. Fatima teaches how to be a daughter. Fatima teaches how to be a wife. But there is one thing missing. That is how to be a sister. And that is what we learn from the life of Sayyidah Zainab Salamullah alayha. You know, when Sayyidah Zainab Salamullah alayha, when it was her aqd, when it was her marriage day, Imam Ali alayhi salatu wasalam says to Hazrat Abdullah, "O Abdullah, I want you to promise me two things. The first is that whenever she wants to see her brother Hussein, let Zainab see her brother. And the second, Mawla says that when she wants to leave with her brother Hussein, oh Abdullah, do not stop my daughter Zainab. 3 days passed. And Imam Ali comes to the house of Sayyidah Zainab. She is sitting and she is crying. Imam Ali says, oh Zainab, why is it that you are crying? What is the matter? She says, oh father, it has been 3 days that I have not seen my brother Hussein. And I cannot bear that I have not seen my brother Hussein. Amir al-Mu'mineen leaves the house of Sayyidah Zainab and he comes to the house of Imam Hussein. What does he see? Imam Hussein is also crying for Sayyidah Zainab. Mawla says, oh Hussein, why is it that you are crying? He says, oh father, it has been 3 days that I have not seen my sister Zainab. This is the love that both Zainab Salamullah alayha and Imam Hussein alayhi salatu wasalam. We need to learn from the lives of Ahlul Bayt. The Majlis that you attend, the Jasons that you attend, they are so that you can take away something from this Ruhani rizq. Majlis of Imam Hussein is not this, that you come and you first thing that you ask is, what is made in Niyaz? Are we sitting down and eating or is it takeout today? The Niyaz of Imam Hussein should be the Ruhani rizq that you take from the Majlis of Imam Hussein. You take a rizq for your body. If you are weak, the doctor says you need to eat these certain things to gain energy. The Holy Prophet of Islam, Hazrat Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alayhi wa sallam says that I am amazed at insan. The Holy Prophet is saying this. Please my children, listen to this. Try to take something away on this eve of Shab-e Jummah. With the Tawassal of Sayyidah Zainab Salamullah alayha, try to understand the purpose of your life. Holy Prophet says, I am amazed at insan that to protect and preserve his body, he comes out with many diets. In today's community and culture, we see Dr. Atkins' diet, one that I have followed myself. Lost a little bit of weight, then gained double. Youngsters, you ask, certain type of protein, certain types of food, certain types of diet to make them stronger, to make them healthier. The Holy Prophet says, I am amazed. Khatamul Anbiya is saying this. He's saying, I am amazed at insan that to protect this body, he comes out with many diets and many plans to preserve this body. That body which will eventually go into the grave. Why doesn't he do something to protect the ruh which is inside his jism? Have you ever thought about this? MashaAllah, at this moment in time, I think this is one of the first times in many years that a Majlis has started on time in Anjuman Haideria, MashaAllah.
MashaAllah. Nara Haideria.
And I know every single person is now thinking, when Maulana is going to finish and when are we going to have niyaz? So today, inshallah, it will finish when Mawla wants the Majlis to finish. Until I pass this message on, how to protect the vilayat of Ahlul Bayt. Yani, you do everything to protect this jism, so that this wound does not get infected. We do everything to protect this body. Tell me on this eve of Shab-e Jum'ah, Muharram has passed, Safar has passed, Rabiul Awwal, Rabiul Sani, Jamadiul Awwal, Jamadiul Sani. We are in Rajab. Tell me, since the beginning of 2025, what have you done, or what promises have you made yourself to protect this soul? The value of which I have said, the least value is Jannah. What is it that you are doing to protect this ruh that you have? Every single person dies, and every single person, it is our iman that they get to do the ziyarat of Amir al-Mu'mineen. True? You all believe that when you die, your Mawla will meet you?
Shah.
Tell me, which face will you show your Mawla Amir al-Mu'mineen when Mawla says that I was the one that showed you that I am a abd of Allah? Mawla Ali alayhi salatu was salam, every single person knows, left this dunya on the 21st of Ramadan. In which state was Imam Ali when he was struck by the sword? Was he at home? He was in the masjid. And the best ibadat is namaz. And the best namaz is namaz al-fajr. And the best arkan in all of the namaz is sajda. Amir al-Mu'mineen was struck in the head in sajda, telling every single Shia, every single person who recites Aliyun Waliullah, O follower of me, Ali ibn Abi Talib, remember, I and namaz are so close to each other. The first thing that Amir al-Mu'mineen says when Hassan comes, O Hassan, leave me to one side, but complete the ibadat of Allah Azza wa Jalla. How is it that Fajr namaz passes and we are sleeping in bed? If those that drive taxis, if you have a job in the morning at 3 o'clock and it is worth 300 pounds, you will wake up at 1 o'clock, you will not even sleep because you don't want to miss that one job. Again, that money will remain in this dunya. What is it that you are doing to please your Mawla? Every single day you recite Dua Imam Zamana. Every single child is taught Allahumma ajil li waliyika al-faraj. Tell me, how do you say Allahumma ajil li waliyika al-faraj when you have spent an hour doing everything which goes against the teachings of Ahlul Bayt? I don't need to mention those actions that go against Ahlul Bayt. MashaAllah, you the Shia, we are Aqal Mand because Mawla says, my Shia is not Jahil. My Shia is sharp. He has knowledge. Tell me, how do you say Allahumma ajil li waliyika al-faraj when you have spent the last few days doing every single action that Ahlul Bayt dislike? How is it that on the day of Friday, when you have spent a week doing guna, you come into the masjid and you say, Allahumma ajil li waliyika al-faraj? We need to change ourselves. And that is through Ahlul Bayt. Sayyida Zainab's life is this sign, a beacon of hidayat for us. The life of Sayyida Zainab Salamullah alayha is such that we can learn lessons from Sayyida Zainab. Lessons of spirituality, lessons of upbringing, lessons of patience. How much zulm was done in Karbala? Ali Akbar killed in Karbala, Ali Asghar killed in Karbala, Aun Muhammad Imam Hussein's body was trampled in Karbala. The tents of Ahlul Bayt were burnt in Karbala. The veils of Sayyida Zainab and all the pious women were taken off in Karbala. Saying of Sayyida Zainab that I recited in the beginning. All zulm happened in Karbala. Till this day we cry for Imam Hussain. When Sayyida Zainab Salamullah alayha was questioned that all of this zulm happened in Karbala, what did you see? You know what Sayyida Zainab says? Remember this saying and try to change yourselves with the wasila of Sayyida Zainab today. She says, Ma ra'aytu illa jamila. She says, in Karbala. What does that mean? She saw Tawheed is being saved in Karbala. She saw that Risalat is being saved in Karbala. She saw that the Vilayat of Ali ibn Abi Talib is being saved in Karbala. Imam Hussain on the day of Ashura comes out, and Ravi say that we could see that even though he had lost everything, but Imam Hussain is standing there and he says, Ya Allah, accept my sacrifices. And look at the position of Zainab Salamullah alayha, that the last wasiyah that Imam Hussain makes to Sayyida Zainab is this: oh my sister, when you remember me in namaz al-Shabbir. Hussain, the Imam of his time, is saying to his sister Zainab, oh sister, remember me in namaz al-Shabbir. Allahu Akbar. We are faced with a little problem, and we forget to recite our salah, the wajib salah from Fajr to Isha. But Imam Hussain is saying to Sayyida Zainab, oh sister, remember me in namaz al-Shabbir. And the first words that Sayyida Zainab says, oh Allah, accept our sacrifices in Karbala. Why? Because she had ma'rifat of Tawheed. She had ma'rifat of Risalat. She had ma'rifat of the Vilayat of Ali ibn Abi Talib. That's why she says, Ma ra'aytu illa jamila. I saw nothing but beauty in Karbala. Fatimatu Zahra Salamullah alayha saved the Vilayat of Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salatu wassalam. But Zainab Salamullah alayha saved the message of Imam Hussain after Karbala. Azadaro, it is easy for me to say Zainab. Allahu Akbar. It is very easy for me to say Zainab, and it is very easy for you to hear Zainab. Azadaro, when Sayyida Zainab came into this world, the Holy Prophet of Islam comes to the house of Fatima al-Zahra. He picks up Sayyida Zainab, and the Holy Prophet is kissing the cheeks of Sayyida Zainab. He puts his cheek on the cheek of Sayyida Zainab and he begins to cry. Fatima is the mother. She comes close. She says, oh father, why is it that you are crying for my daughter Zainab? The Holy Prophet says, oh Fatima, a day will come upon Zainab that she will be known by the name not Zainab, but people will call her al-Masa'ib. She will be known as the mother of tragedies. Azadaro, many tragedies fell upon Zainab, and I want to mention a few. This night of Shab Jummah, for the Eesal of Sayyid Shabbir Hussain Shah, our aqidah is that the zikr of Ahlul Bayt is such that your guna are forgiven given. But the best ibadat is the remembrance of Ahlul Bayt alayhi salatu wassalam. Azadaro, do you want to know this? Zainab, when she was called to Kufa, Amir al-Mu'mineen calls all of his sons. Mawla Ali is the Imam of his time. He is the governor of Kufa. He is the Khalifa for the Muslims. He is the Imams for the Shia. He calls all of his sons. Azadaro, he says, "Oh my sons, your sister Zainab is coming to Kufa." And he orders his sons, "Oh sons, make sure that there is no one out in the market, that all of the bazaar and all of the streets are emptied, because my daughter Zainab does not like any rush." Azadaro, when Zainab came close to Kufa, she stopped outside of Kufa. Amir al-Mu'mineen went and greeted Sayyida Zainab. And as they enter Kufa, Mawla says, "Oh Zainab, this is the main market of Kufa. This is the main crossroads of Kufa. This is this street. That is that street." Zainab begins to cry. She says, "Oh father, a father tells his sons all of this. Why is it that you are telling me?" Imam Ali says, "Oh Zainab, a day will come when you will enter Kufa." Azadaro, after Karbala, Zainab was brought to Kufa. When first time she came, Abbas was in front of her. Abbas was saying, "Oh children, move. The daughter of Ali is coming." But this time, the head of Abbas is on a spear, and people are playing drums, and the daughter of Ali enters. People are throwing stones at Zainab, and they are saying, "Take a revenge for Siffin, take a revenge for Badr, for she is the daughter of Ali ibn Abi Talib." Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Ya Ilahi, for the sake of Muhammad and Ali Muhammad, Ya Ilahi, we have no wasila greater than the wasila of Ahlul Bayt. Ya Ilahi, we are doing dua with the wasila of the zikr of Ahlul Bayt. Every sawab which we have gained, Ya Ilahi, we want you to forgive Sayyid Shabbir Hussain Shah. Every sawab, the arrangement of the food, every niyaz, every sadaqah, every ibadat, every tear of every moment in this majlis of Sayyida Zainab Salamullah alayha. Ya Ilahi, we ask you, we beg you in the name of Ahlul Bayt, forgive the sins of Sayyid Shabbir Hussain Shah. Give them the shafa'at of Muhammad and Ali Muhammad. Ya Ilahi, forgive the sins of all of our marhumeen. Ya Ilahi, we do dua. Ya Ilahi, a final word from the Imam of our time. In ziyarat that the Imam recites himself. He says, "My salam be upon those cheeks that was slapped again and again in Karbala." Azadaro, not once, but Imam Mahdi saying, "My salam be upon those cheeks that was slapped in Karbala." Azadaro, there were the cheeks of Sayyida Sakina, the 4-year-old daughter of Hussein. Azadaro, when she sees the head of her father in Sham, she says, "Oh father, open your eyes, look at my cheeks. The hand of the Zalim was too big, but Baba, my cheeks were too small." Ya Ilahi, we give you the wasta of Sayyida Sakina, the wasta of Babul Hawaij Abul Fazl Abbas. Ya Ilahi, accept our du'as with the wasila of Muhammad and Ali Muhammad. Ya Ilahi, every single person here who is requesting me for dua, khasusan, Nakvi, Kazmi, Sadat, Ghair Sadat that are here, may Allah bless you all with the wasila of Muhammad and Ali Muhammad alayhi salatu wassalam. Sayyid Arshad Kazmi Sahab has specifically asked for a dua for himself. Ya Ilahi, with the wasila of Sayyida Zainab Salamullah alayha, accept their du'as and all of our du'as for the sake of Muhammad and Ali Muhammad. Give us ma'rifat of deen, give us an understanding of deen, give us the tawfiq so that we can understand our responsibilities as the Shia of Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salatu wassalam. Ya Ilahi, Anjuman Haideria, one of the oldest and the first Imam Bargahs in the UK. Ya Ilahi, every single person from the first day when this idara started in an attic in Bradford. Ya Ilahi, every single person from the first day that this idara, the mission of Imam Hussain, the mission of the love of Ahlul Bayt, the mission of the vilayat of Ahlul Bayt, the mission of the vilayat of Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salatu wasalam, every single person who has helped, who has contributed, who has spent days and nights in helping this idara, especially the sons of Ajaib Shah Sahab, every single day, they are the first here and they are the last to go. The executive committee, the trustees of this idara, every moment who has given 1 penny towards this idara, if they have not given anything, those that have attended the Majlis of Imam Hussain, Ya Ilahi, with the wasila of Ahlul Bayt, accept their a'mal with the wasila of Muhammad and Ali Muhammad. Ya Ilahi, forgive the sins of all of our marhoomeens. Ya Ilahi, hasten the reappearance of our 12th Imam, Imam Sahibul Asr wal Zaman, together with the loudest of your voices. Allahumma ajil li waliyyika al faraj, Allahumma ajil li waliyyika al faraj, Allahumma ajil li waliyyika al faraj. Rabbi salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad bi rahmatika ya arhamar rahimin. Aakhir mein tamam shuhada Islam, shuhada millat Jafriya, उलमाए कराम ज़ाकिरीन जो ज़िक्र मोहम्मद व आले मोहम्मद करते हुए दुनिया फानी से पर्दा फरमा गए, ख़ुसूसन शोहदाए पारा चिनार, कवेटा, कराची, अफ़गानिस्तान, ईरान, इराक, शाम, लबनान, यमन, जहाँ कहीं दुनिया में शियान अमीरुल मोमिनीन फ़लस्तीन और गाज़ा में जिनको विलायत अहले बैत की वजह से शहीद किया जा रहा है, उनके लिए और ख़ुसूसन सैयद शबीर शाह साहब और इनके ख़ानदान के साथ तमाम ताल्लुक़ रखते हुए मर्द, औरत, बच्चे, मोमिनीन जो इस दुनिया फानी से पर्दा फरमा गए हैं, अंजुमन हैदरिया के ट्रस्टी, बानियान और तमाम मोमिनीन जो ताउन फरमा रहे हैं, ख़ुसूसन आप सब अपने मरहूमीन को आज इस शब जुमा में अपनी दुआ में याद रखते हुए रहमल्लाहु सूरतल फातिहा।
ختم हो जाए। खत्म हो
मोहम्मद वाले मोहम्मद बुलंदतर सलावत।
अज़मत मोहम्मद वाले मोहम्मद बुलंदतर सलावत। अपनी दुआओं की कबूलियत के लिए मिल के बवाज़े बुलंद सलावत। ظہور امام زمانہ اجل اللہ فرج الشریف کے لیے مل کے بواز بلند صلوات. جس صاحب سے نیاز کا انتظام ہوا ہے اس سے بھی بواز بلند صلوات. اعوذ باللہ من الشیطان الرجیم. بسم اللہ الرحمن الرحیم. الحمد للہ رب العالمین الرحمن الرحیم مالک یوم الدین. ایاک نعبد و ایاک نستعین. اہدنا الصراط المستقیم صراط الذین انعمت علیہم غیر المغضوب علیہم ولا الضالین. بسم اللہ الرحمن الرحیم. قل هو اللہ احد اللہ الصمد لم یلد ولم یولد ولم یکن له کفوا احد. بسم اللہ الرحمن الرحیم. قل هو اللہ احد اللہ الصمد لم یلد ولم یولد ولم یکن له کفوا احد. بسم اللہ الرحمن الرحیم. قل هو اللہ احد اللہ الصمد لم یلد ولم یولد ولم یکن له کفوا احد. بسم اللہ الرحمن الرحیم. ناد علیا مظہر العجائب تجدہ عون لک فی النوائب. کل ہم وغم سینجلی برحمتک یا اللہ بعظمتک یا اللہ بنبوتک یا محمد مصطفیٰ صلی اللہ علیہ وآلہ وسلم بولایتک یا علی یا علی یا علی ادرکنی فی سبیل اللہ. بسم اللہ الرحمن الرحیم. ان اللہ وملائکتہ یصلون علی النبی یا ایہا الذین آمنوا صلوا علیہ وسلموا تسلیما. بسم اللہ الرحمن الرحیم. انما یرید اللہ لیذہب عنکم الرجس اہل البیت ویطہرکم تطہیرا. سبحان اللہ والحمد للہ ولا الہ الا اللہ واللہ اکبر وللہ الحمد. آمین یا رب العالمین. یا اللہ یا اللہ یا اللہ. الامن 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 من ذبل الایمان. یا دائم المعروف یا قادم الاحسان. یا ہادی المضلن ایاک نعبد و ایاک نستعین. وصلی اللہ علی خیر خلقہ محمد و آلہ اجمعین. یا رب الحسین اشف صدر الحسین بظہورت الحجت القائم المنتظر المہدی. یا مقلب القلوب ثبت قلوبنا علی دینک یا ارحم الراحمین. یا الہی بحق محمد مصطفیٰ صلی اللہ علیہ وآلہ وسلم و بحق علی مرتضیٰ علیہ السلام و بحق سیدہ طاہرہ فاطمۃ الزہراء سلام اللہ علیہا و بحق حسن مجتبیٰ علیہ السلام و بحق حسین شہید کربلا علیہ السلام و بحق باب الحوائج قمر بنی ہاشم ابو الفضل العباس علیہ السلام و بحق سیدہ زینب سلام اللہ علیہا. یا الہی تیری بارگاہ میں التجا ہے میرے اللہ. یہ مجلس سیدہ زینب سلام اللہ علیہ کا جو انعقاد کیا گیا تھا، جو ذکر عبادت ہوا، جو مصائب محمد و آل محمد مومنین نے سنا، ایک آنسو جو ذکر محمد و آل محمد کو سن کے اگر عزادار کی آنکھ سے نکل آئے تو آل محمد فرماتے ہیں کہ ہم جانیں اور روز محشر بخشش جانے. میرے اللہ ہر کوئی جو ذکر مصائب ام المصائب سن کے جس کی آنکھ میں آنسو آیا ہے، میرے اللہ محمد و آل محمد کے صدقے میں ہماری یہ عظیم عبادت اپنی بارگاہ میں قبول و منظور. میرے اللہ تجھے واسطہ محمد و آل محمد کی عزت اور عظمت کا یہ نظر و نیاز جو پیش کی گیا، میرے اللہ اس کو اپنی بارگاہ میں قبول و منظور. تمام ثواب جو ہمیں ملا ہے، میرے اللہ خاتم الانبیاء حضرت محمد مصطفیٰ صلی اللہ علیہ وآلہ وسلم کی بارگاہ میں پیش کرتے ہیں میرے اللہ قبول و منظور۔ وہاں سے لے کر اہل بیت علیہ الصلوۃ والسلام، شہدائے اسلام، شہدائے ملت جعفریہ، علماء کرام ذاکرین جو ذکر محمد والے محمد کرتے ہوئے اس دنیا فانی سے پردہ فرما گئے، میرے اللہ ان کی بارگاہ میں پیش کرتے ہیں قبول و منظور فرما۔ میرے اللہ جو اجر و ثواب ہمیں یقیناً ملا ہے ذکر محمد والے محمد سے، میرے اللہ کل سید شبیر شاہ صاحب ہم میں یہاں موجود تھے، آج وہ تنہا قبر میں ہے۔ بہترین اولاد وہ ہے جو اپنے والدین کے جانے کے بعد ان کے لیے ذکر محمد و آل محمد کا انعقاد کرے۔ میرے اللہ یہ جو ذکر محمد و آل محمد کی مجلس سے عزا ہوئی ہے، میرے اللہ اس کا اجر و ثواب سید شبیر شاہ صاحب کو عنایت فرما۔ میرے اللہ ان کے صغیرہ کبیرہ گناہ معاف فرما، ان کی آخرت کی منزلیں آسان فرما، ان کو شفاعت محمد و آل محمد عنایت فرما، ان کو جوار امام حسین میں جگہ عنایت فرما۔ میرے اللہ شاہ صاحب کے خاندان سے جو اس دنیا فانی سے پردہ فرما گئے، میرے اللہ سب کے درجات بلند فرما۔ میرے اللہ جو ان کی فیملی پیچھے رہ گئی ہے، میرے اللہ ان کو صبر جمیل عنایت فرما۔ جس اولاد نے اتنی زحمت کر کے اپنے باپ کے لیے اتنا انتظام کیا ہے، وسیع انتظام کیا، میرے اللہ ان کے رزق میں، کاروبار میں، گھروں میں، زندگیوں میں خیر و برکت کا نظر فرما۔ میرے اللہ ہم سب کو اتحاد عنایت فرما، امیر المؤمنین کی ولایت عنایت فرما، ہماری نسلوں میں عزاداری مظلوم کربلا عنایت فرما، اس ادارے کے بانیان کے درجات بلند فرما، انجمن حیدریہ کے ساتھ جو تعاون فرما رہے ہیں ان کے رزق میں، کاروبار میں عنایت فرما۔ میرے اللہ جو خدمت کر رہے ہیں دن رات، میرے اللہ یہاں اس ادارے کی ان کی زندگیوں میں خیر و برکت کا نزول فرما، تمام حاضرین کی دعاؤں کو مستجاب فرما، تمام حاضرین جو بیمار ہیں میرے اللہ انہیں شفا کلی عنایت فرما، جن کے گھر اولاد نہیں ہے میرے اللہ تجھے جناب زینب سلام اللہ علیہا کے اون اور محمد کا واسطہ، میرے اللہ ان کے گھر میں اولاد نرینہ عنایت فرما، خصوصاً علامہ شیخ قیصر علی نجفی صاحب کے گھر میں اولاد نرینہ عنایت فرما، اظہار علی خان اور دنیال خان کے گھر میں اولاد نرینہ عنایت فرما، دیگر جن مومنین نے مجھے دعا کے لیے کہا ان سب کی دعاؤں کو مستجاب فرما۔ ہم سب مومنین کی ایک ہی دعا ہے میرے اللہ، ہم کو کربلا معلّہ کی زیارت کرنے کی توفیق عنایت فرما، نجف اشرف، سامرا، مشہد، کاظمین، قوم اور شام کی زیارت کرنے کی توفیق عنایت فرما، حج و عمرہ سے اپنے دلوں کو منور کرنے کی توفیق عنایت فرما۔ میرے اللہ موت سے پہلے ہمیں زندگی کا مقصد اور علی کی ولایت پر عمل کرنے کی توفیق عنایت فرما، ہماری آل اولاد کو صحیح معنوں میں مولا امام زمانہ کا سپاہی بننے کی توفیق عنایت فرما، ہمارے بار میں آقا کے ظہور میں تعجیل فرما، اللہم عجل لولیک الفرج، اللہم عجل لولیک الفرج، اللہم عجل لولیک الفرج، رب صلی علی محمد و آل محمد برحمتک۔